I tried to kill myself once. Maybe twice. I'm not sure anymore. I have come to find that the mind hurts a lot. It bleeds harder than the soul and perseveres longer than the heart. In fact, studies show that your brain will sometimes hide particularly traumatic memories as a form of protection, a coping mechanism, self-defense. So I like to believe that for every key that I have found to unlock a door that I didn't even know exists, and so I wasn't even looking, that it was for my good. It is the only thing that I hang on to when I remember that at 9 I was kidnapped and almost destroyed by a grown man. And when at 15 I finally found the keys to unlock the door to that horrific night. From stumbling through a dark old building under construction in tears, in pain, terrified, alone, powerless, to being laughed at by adults for allowing this to happen to me. My heart hurt. Just my heart, I had thought at the time. But it was not. For every time that I would flinch when a man touched me, or when I would wake up in the middle of the night and burst into tears, that was my mind hurting. The impact on my brain, on my mental health. It would scream at me and yell horrible things at me. You're ugly, you're dirty. And so I vilified it, just like society has, not realizing that it was lashing out like a 16-year-old at its mother because it was in pain. And the thing about life is tough. Everyone has different perspectives and experiences, but tough it is. For me, it began at 9. For others, earlier or later. For me, it was the bullying, it was the assaults, it was the loneliness, it was the constant need to be the strong and unproblematic child in my family. And life, it has been relentless. It crashes into you incessantly, almost desperate to drown you. Last week, my friend came to me and he said, Yolanda, I am not fine. And I don't even know why. All I want is to sleep and forget the pain. And so I said to him, you don't know what is wrong because it's not just one thing. It is the many things that you have recently shoved into a corner of your mind because you couldn't bear to, or because you were too afraid to confront it. And all that constant shoving may have seemed harmless in the beginning, but it accumulates and clogs one part of you, all those little pains, and so you hurt. When you tell society that you have to be strong to be worthy of attention, this is what you get, an unlimited throng of hurting minds. When you tell people to look at the bright side, when in fact a darkness engulfs them, threatens to swallow them whole, and stalks them, you contribute to the number of hurting minds out there. Just because you did not break over there, it does not mean no one else is allowed to break over there. It does not. And just because you did break over there, it does not mean that it's a tradition to pass on. It is not. It is 2022 people playing Demi Lovato alone in your room should not be enough. Kind words, a little bit of attention, public education, investment into mental health care. These are the bare minimum and we can't even seem to meet it. The funny thing is, I can guarantee you, almost swear it, that in some part of the world, there's someone ready with notes in hand to leave the world just to stop hurting. Mental health martyrs. Mental health martyrs. Thank you.